Hi everyone, welcome back to Chi Living. I've got a lovely 45-minute gentle whole body stretching session for you this morning, ideal for first thing in the morning or just before you go to bed at night. Here's a sneak preview of what's going to be in the video today. I'm in my kitchen this morning, which means that Ted's going to be joining in, no doubt. This is where she lives, so I'm in her territory and she likes to join in the class. So if you can concentrate on what I'm doing and not what Ted is doing, because she does like to get involved. So if you're ready, if you join me down on the mat, we'll make a start. Hands underneath your shoulders. Your knees underneath your hips. Oh, Teddy, you're being ever so affectionate this morning, aren't you? Dear me. Let your belly sink down, raise your chin up. And then arch your back, bring your chin in. Into cat. And sit back onto your heels and stretch out in front with your hands. And bring your chest forward, walk your hands in, back towards your knees, and come up to standing. I had to do that because Ted's licking me to death. Feet about hip width apart. And take an inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, raise your arms up. Interlace your fingers as you get to the top. And take a side bend over to the left. And back to the centre. And over to the right. And back to the centre, release the grip on your fingers. Take an inhale. And exhale, fold forward. Allow your left knee to bend. Raise your right hand up. Allow your right hand down. Bring your right knee straight in the left. And raise your left hand up. And lower the left hand down. Straighten both legs. Take a hold of the elbows with the palms of your hands. And let your upper body hang loose. And let your hands come back down towards the ground. Take an inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, lower down. Come up to the front of the mat. We'll take a step back on the left foot onto the ball of the foot. And raise your hands up. Come into high lunge. Lower your arms down to the sides. Bring your hands down behind your back. Interlace your fingers. And push your thumbs down your spine. Raising your chest up. Lifting your chin slightly. And just gently back bend. Release the grip on your fingers, raise your arms back up. So back to high lunge. And then lower your arms down to shoulder height, bend at the elbows. Pull back across the chest. Take another gentle back bend there. And reach up to the ceiling. And lower your arms forward, bringing your hands down to the mat. And step back with your right foot. Push up to downward facing dog. Just walk your heels up and down on alternate legs. And then come back to downward facing dog. And you walk up to the front of the mat. Come back to forward fold. And take an inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, lower down. Take a step back on the right foot now, onto the ball of the foot. And raise your hands up to high lunge. Lower your arms down to the sides. Bring your hands down behind your back, interlace your fingers. And push your thumbs down your spine. Raise your chin and chest and take a gentle back bend. And then release the grip on your fingers. Raise your arms up. And then lower down to shoulder height, bend at the elbows with the palms facing forward. Pull back across your chest. Take a gentle back bend. And raise your hands back to the ceiling. And lower your arms forward, bringing your hands down to the mat. Step back on your left foot. Coming back to downward facing dog. And walk your feet back to the front of the mat. And take an inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, lower down to the sides. And step back across your mat. So you're facing alongside of your mat. Nice wide stance with your toes pointing forward. And take an inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Now raise your arms up. And lower. Bring your palms together and lower down to the heart. And turn your toes out so they're about 45 degrees. Let your hips sink down and come to goddess. And straighten your legs, reach up with your hands. And take a side bend over to the left. And come back to the centre. Bring your hands down to the heart. And bend your knees again. And straighten the legs, reach up. And side bend over to the right. And back to the centre. And lower your hands down to the heart. And bend the knees again. Keeping your left leg bent, take the weight over to the left and straighten the right. And then come back to the centre and go over to the right, straighten the left. And back to the centre. Raise your hands up. Bring the toes to point forward. Take an inhale here. And exhale, fold forward. Inhale, raise your arms up. And as you exhale, lower them down to shoulder height, turning your palms down. Turn your left foot out. Bend the left knee, keeping your chest and your shoulders facing the long side of the mat, coming to warrior two. Looking out over the left hand. And turn your left hand palm up. Start to bring the left hand back at the same time. Bring your right arm forward. So you're pointing your right arm, your right fingers down towards the ground. In front of you, your left hand reaching back. And allow your left arm forward. Start to take the right arm back up. Bend your left arm at the elbow, bring it down onto the thigh. Take your right hand over to side angle. And bring your your right hand all the way back down onto your thigh. Push up with your left hand. And bring your left foot to point forward. Turn your right foot out. Raise your hands up to shoulder height. So you're looking out over the right hand in Warrior Two. Turn your right hand palm up. So to raise the right hand up, bring the left hand forward. So your left hand's pointing down to the ground in front of you. Your right hand's reaching back. Then bring your right arm forward. Bend at the elbow and start to take your left hand up behind you and all the way over into side angle. And lower your left hand down. Push up with your right. Bring both feet to point forward. Raise your arms up. So you can inhale. And exhale, fold forward. Bring your left hand down into the centre of the mat. And raise your right hand up. No Teddy. Lower your right hand down. Raise your left hand up. And then lower your left hand down. Take an inhale, raise both arms up. And exhale, lower them down. So and heel your feet in. And come up to the front of your mat. And take an inhale, raise your arms up. And exhale, fold forward. And step back on the left foot. And then on the right foot. And push up to downward facing dog. And you bring your chest forward to plank. Teddy, no. And lower down to the mat. And push up to cobra. Ready? Out of the way. And raise your hips up. And walk your hands back towards your knees. Come to seated in the middle of your mat. Take your left hand over onto your right knee, your right hand behind your back. And twist to look back over your right shoulder. Relax, come forward. Take your right hand over onto the left knee, left hand behind your back. And twist to look back over your left shoulder. Relax, come forward. Your right hand down to the mat. If you can, just extend it out to the side. So your left arm palm up. And take an inhale, raise your arm up. And as you exhale, over to the side and let your right forearm come down to the ground if you can. As you inhale, reach up with your left, push up with your right. And bring your left hand down to the mat, right hand palm up. Again, left hand just out to the side. And your right hand up as you inhale. And as you exhale, side bend over to the left, bringing your left forearm down. As you inhale, reach up with your right, push up with the left. And bring your right hand down to the side. You can inhale, raise both arms up towards the ceiling. And stretch up with your fingers. And then lower the arms down in front to chest height. Push your fingers away, round your back, and bring your chin in. Inhale, raise your arms up. Exhale, lower them down behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Push your hands away from the bottom of your back. Squeeze your shoulder blades in. Raise your chin up. Relax your shoulders forward, let your hands relax at the bottom of your back, release the grip on your fingers, take an inhale, raise your arms up, and exhale, lower down. And take both feet out in front. And bring your backs down onto the mat. Arms alongside your body with the palms facing down. And draw your heels up towards your buttocks. Keeping your ankles about hip width apart. And push down into the ground with the soles of your feet. Pushing your hips up towards the ceiling. And lower your hips down. Bring your feet up off the ground, take hold of your knees and hug them into the chest. And then extend your feet up towards the ceiling. Point the toes, straighten the legs. And gently pull back. Ease the tension off, relax the ankles, allow the knees to bend. Bring the soles of the feet down to the ground. And cross your right leg over the top of the left leg. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, lower your knees to the right. Inhale back to the centre. Exhale over to the left. Inhale back to the centre. Take your right foot down to the mat, cross the left foot over the top of the right. Take an inhale here. As you exhale, lower your knees to the left. Inhale back to the centre. Exhale over to the right. Inhale back to the centre. Bring the left foot down alongside the right. Relax your knees out to the sides, bringing the soles of the feet together. And then extend your feet down to the bottom of the mat. Take your ankles apart and relax the toes out to the sides. Become aware of your breathing now. And follow each breath as it comes in and goes out. As much as you can, be fully present with each inhale and then each exhale. Don't worry if your mind wanders off, because you can just come back to the next inhale or exhale, whatever's happening at that precise moment that you notice your mind's wandered off. Be fully present for that inhale or exhale. And then continue to follow the breath as it comes in and goes out. Now release the focus from your breathing. And bring your awareness to the physical sensations in your body. Be aware of where your body's in contact with the ground and how that feels. Be aware of where your body's moving as the breath fills up your body and then empties. And then let's start to bring some movement back into the body now. So move your hands and feet. Move your knees and hips. Move your chest and back. Your arms and your shoulders. And your head and neck. And when you're ready, if you turn on to your right side, and then in your own time, bring yourself back up to seated. Just taking a moment or two here. Staying with that relaxation in your body and the stillness in your mind. And take a deep breath in and out. And if you've had your eyes closed, gently open them now. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you.
Thank you very much, everyone. Hope that was good for you. Hope that set your day up. I hope you have a great day. I'll see you soon. Stay safe. Bye for now. Say bye, Ted. Blinking nuisance.